Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please do as we do it. Just subscribe and click on that notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you'll be notified immediately come and have a sample. So my name is Sudi, for those guys who are still new, and Sudi is all about online information, interaction, even sometimes tips on how to make money. Richard is a gambler. He bets the Betika. On 12th of June this year, he won slightly above 1 million Kenyan shillings. However, Richard used his father's phone number to place the bet. Unfortunately, his father had died in February of this year. So Betika wanted to confirm the identity of the person who had won the money and requested Richard to avail the documents. However, they came to learn that indeed Richard did not use his own account to place the bet, but he used his dad's account. Now this is where the problem comes in. Betika had refused to pay that money, citing breach of the terms and conditions. One of the terms and conditions in the contract between Betika and the gambler is that you may not access Betika services using somebody else's account. Now, if you do so, they reserve the right to immediately close all your accounts and bar you from accessing their services in future. Now, again, Betika's legal office says this. Apparently, Richard went against the laws of succession of this country, Kenya. What did he do? Under the laws of succession, Betika and any other entity or any other individual are barred by law from interfering with the account or even the cash of the deceased. The law of succession states this in part. It says this: no person shall, for any purpose, take possession of or otherwise interfere with any free property of a deceased person. And any person who goes against this shall be guilty for an offense. So in this video, I want to go ahead and look at other 5 grounds by which a betting company can stop paying your winnings. That is 5 other grounds in which betting companies can stop paying your winnings. Not only Betika, but even other betting companies. Yeah. You know, sometimes, I don't know, not sometimes, because of ignorance, when you are given the terms and conditions, they're just long pages and pages of terms and conditions that we even fail to go through them. Yeah, who does that anyway? Who goes through all the terms and conditions of any given contract? No one. So ground number 1, age. So if you open a betting account and you have not yet attained the minimum age of 18 years in Kenya, and you go ahead and place bets and you win that amount of money, and then the betting company realizes that you are underage, that is, you opened the account when you're under 18 years and then you made the winnings, they have the right, they reserve the right not to pay. Number 2, if you own multiple accounts, that is more than one betting account, should a gambling firm, that is a gambling company, find out that a customer has more than one betting account with them, that is a legitimate basis for them not to pay the winnings. Number 3, when the betting company itself voids a bet, that is, nullifies a bet, after realizing that they themselves made an error, either human or technical, then they reserve the right to cancel or to void your winnings and not to pay. The error is final. When they make the error, then they might decide not to pay you. Number 4, when they suspect that you are engaging in prohibited activities. And what activities are these? 1, if they realize that you are involved in money laundering, you are involved in fraud, you are involved in match fixing, then they might not pay. Number 5, a betting company has the right to withhold payments and to void winnings if they, in their own investigation, find out that the integrity of that particular match has been called into question. So what can you do in the case that you as a gambler have realized that the betting company has communicated that they're not going to pay you your winnings? So what can you do? There are 3 channels in which you can follow to maybe reclaim your winnings back. 1, you can write to them, explain your case. If they, from their end, realize that they made a mistake, then they can equally pay you your money. So the first thing is to write to them and inform them what Richard did actually. Richard wrote to them and even gave them the credentials of the father, the relationship which they were in, and even the death certificate. And the company was to verify that indeed he was the son. However, he contravened the terms and conditions of the contract. 2, you can also approach the regulatory body, that is the BCLB, the Betting Control and Licensing Board. This board might maybe listen to your case and call on the betting company to come and maybe arbitrate always see the way forward if indeed you have a legitimate case. Lastly, if the two have not helped you in solving your case, then you cannot go to court. Yeah, courts have been known all over the world to settle bet, rather to give compensation to gamblers in case where the betting company goes against the terms and conditions. Right? Hey, subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe.